And we are live. Welcome back, guys, to episode 11 of Chat with the Optimist. Today, we are going to be working in Viva Designer. So, first of all, apologize for the delay. Partially, I was dealing with other matters, but also I've been having trouble downloading Viva Designer. My computer's just not taking to it. So instead, we are going to be using the web version of it. So let's hop right into today's episode. Uh, here we go. Man, we'll edit this a little bit. Okay, there we go. So this is Viva Designer online. So first thing, I'm just giving this a shot is couldn't download the computer version. So I'm doing the online and it's in German, I think. So not very good, but we'll give it a shot. And what's this? Translation missing. Guess we're missing the English translation. Yeah, so this is a InDesign alternative, which I hope I'll show to you once it loads. But with this kind of software, you can make printing materials like posters, brochures, flyers. And for digital assets, you can make some like stuff for social media, like infographics or posters. Vielen Dank. Man, you got a badass language. Maybe if we click this up here, it'll give us the English. Thank you. Yes, it's working there. So we're gonna have to wait for this to load. So in the meantime, I'll tell you what's going on with the whole channel. So next week, I'm going to start posting actual videos. I have a bunch recorded. I just need to do some basic editing with it. Nothing pretty, but just basic things for topics about business, entrepreneurship, and building a brand. Stuff that I think you guys will find very valuable. So they're like quick, like 5-minute videos. So it'll be fun. So I'll be posting 3 of them a week. And I'll also be posting one short a week based on these live streams or the videos. Haven't decided yet. Also, like I said on my Instagram, I'll be posting infographics and things on threads, pieces of advice or insights. So definitely check that out at, I think I still have it up here. Here we go. So follow me at Mike Harton Brand. And what else? And the live streams will continue. So this isn't going very well, but we're going to be moving on from the InDesign alternatives. And we'll be doing some Illustrator stuff. I haven't decided what exactly yet, but we're going to be making stuff like with vectors and logos and anything for like websites, graphics. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, this kind of stinks. It's not really working for us. Maybe I reload it. We're just going to thank you again. That's something. No, that's on my screen. Yeah, this is not looking good for the InDesign stuff. Let me see for the, because I had 3 of them in mind. I wanted to do. The other, let's see, present stuff. Here we go. Was going to be Affinity Designer, but the issue with this, I didn't realize that you actually have to pay for it, as far as I believe, because this is the the number one thing I came across for InDesign alternatives, because I don't use InDesign. So yeah, designer. Let's see, buy now. How much does it cost? Well, it's a one-time payment, so that's better than Adobe immediately. So really, within 2 months, you're pretty much, from what it costs for 2 months for InDesign, you're getting Affinity Designer for that price, or an iPad too. Cool. But I can't really speak on it because I haven't used it. Universal license, because I know Affinity Photo is like a Photoshop alternative, and I'm guessing this may be like a Microsoft Word alternative. So yeah, I can't really speak on this, but this is probably the best I've heard of InDesign Alt. But to be honest, like Viva Cloud's still not loading. But to be honest, like I was thinking with the InDesign stuff is we haven't had much success. Like the Scribus we did yesterday kind of stunk, but at least we got it working and it's free. So that's some kind of win. But really, you can just make all your stuff in Photopea. Really, even though it's technically a Photoshop clone, you can pretty much do all the same stuff in it as you can do for InDesign, pretty much. I think really you really only start seeing the big differences between them is once you get really advanced, or you're like a layout artist or a graphic designer. Then those differences actually become pronounced, because otherwise, yeah, it's really not a big deal. So maybe this stuff I'm showing you is excessive, but doesn't matter because I'd rather show it to you guys than not show it. Like, better to know than not to know. So I definitely recommend just doing that kind of stuff in Photopea. Yeah, the tools you'll be using is pretty much all there. I've been using it quite a bit now. Moving on from Pixlr, like the only thing I'll do for Pixlr is the thumbnails for these free tech workshops. But everything else, like I've been building building a little small project for the future in Photopea involving social media assets. So that's not going to be for a long time for now, but every week I'm building a new one. So eventually when I do release a product, I'll include it in it. And I think it'll be very helpful for you guys, especially for those who would like to make a lot of video content. This would be really good. And also my infographics, which I post on IG. So I'll be making one tomorrow for Friday, posting every Friday. What do you call it? An infographic on Instagram. So yeah, it kind of stinks that Viva is not working, both the desktop app or the online app. But I'm not too upset. Like last week when the stuff wasn't working with some of the software, like I was kind of annoyed and irritated because I wanted to try it. But I'm like, especially you're gonna be doing over like 100 of these softwares at some point, or websites. So some of them are bound not to work. It doesn't matter. We can, even if there's some secret diamond in the rough or gem, I'm willing, I'm okay with missing out those secrets because we already have such great websites and software already that we know about. We went over, as I keep talking about, Photopea, PixArt, Snapseed. Those are just a few of them, and I know a lot more in the future, which you guys will have enough time and energy to put your hands on. So it's okay. It's fine. That, especially out of all of them, like I went over them yesterday. The InDesign alts are going to be the least useful. But this is for really for printing materials. Like I said, posters, flyers, catalogs, newspapers. And those of them are physical media, and we're focusing on more so online businesses. So the only thing that maybe would stink is like if you're interested in making an ebook. I know InDesign would have been helpful. But again, you can use Photopea for that, or there will be a couple of other things I'll go into the future for. You can probably even use Canva. Yeah, Canva will have good stuff with that. But yeah, we're always going to have alternatives. And my eventual goal in the future is, after all of this, to have a big like master plan. This is my goal eventually, why I'm showing this proof of concept. To prove one, first of all, to show you that I'm actually using all the stuff I'm recommending. And two, for me to learn more about it hands-on. And three, in the future, if you want a more in-depth process of like, okay, I need more help with the software, you can check out these old live streams. Like, I really need a step-by-step with everything in Photopea, then that's there for you. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. So eventually my goal is to have just a select pool of software and websites for you guys to learn, and I'm going to master them better than anyone else, because how many people are actually using this stuff, especially in the sphere, becoming the absolute expert at them. So I can produce the greatest value for you dudes in the future. That's my plan. So probably for now, like Photoshop, I'm going to be using Photopea. I'm going to pretty much know all the ins and outs of it, all like the tools and things you can make with it. So then in the future, I'll be the best equipped in the entire sphere in actually showing you guys how to actually make stuff and what you need to know. None of the excess fat like you see with the current tutorials on YouTube, even though there's not many of them. None of the stuff that you'll never use. No, just this is what you need. Go for it. And that's it. Yeah, so that's why I'm trying all this software, and also to keep things consistent, because I'm going to do, like I said, make an episode every night. And what I didn't realize is I didn't realize that we're not going to be able to get, I knew I was having trouble install it. I thought we can just do the online, but that's not working. So that's fine, whatever. But the point is, I'm doing the episode. Like, that's my number one goal, that I'm going to be doing 5 episodes a week, and I'm doing it regardless. I could have just not recorded tonight and said like no episode because I don't have anything ready. But that's not how we roll here. I'm not the optimist for no reason. I keep going, and even though it's not going to be a great episode, it's something, and I hope you guys can find some value out of this. Also, something I'm aware of right now is like my chair is kind of squeaky, and literally, like, it's not because I'm rocking or anything. It's like literally any subtle movement, like I just move like an inch over, and it's like making a noise. So I know in the future I'm eventually going to have to get a better chair. This thing is kind of garbo. So I'm going to get a proper chair. Just, you got to work with what you got. You got to work with what you got. That's number one rule for entrepreneurship. Work with what you got. And I'm all about saving money, so sometimes you just got to roll with it. This is a 10-year-old computer, but it's fine. It's slow and a little buggy, and it's running out of storage space, but it works. It's clearly working for the stream. I got a little bad camera that's 2 years old, but that's fine. At least I got a good desk. At least I got these cool lights. So you got to work with what you got. I have. So I'm going to be slowly improving these streams over time. And then eventually we're going to be rocking it. I got some plans in the future. Like, I'm not just going to be in my bedroom here. But yeah, the little studio setup will be better. And maybe thinking like get a better chair, get a better camera, get a better microphone. I had a microphone, decent one, but it's not in this house right now. So that stinks. But I've actually get better recording equipment as the time goes along. When I make all my purchases, I haven't made any purchases yet, but I'll be making purchases. based on is this going to have a significant quality increase in my videos? Because as of right now, no one's watching. So it's not like, oh, suddenly if I have a great microphone, then I got to get like 20 more viewers. No, that's not the case. I got to put out better content. I got to have better presentation myself. And I just got to be consistent with it. And then I'll start getting viewers. And then if say the viewers are tuning out or not watching because of the quality, that's when I'll change. It's going to be a slow process, right? So I'm going to do the small things over time, and eventually I'll get the bigger stuff like the recording equipment and have more organized live streams. And yeah, this is really a lot of this is just training for me. One of my mentors, Alex Ramosi, he says, the work you do, the work does more work on you than you do on it. That by me live streaming, this live stream on its own is not going to have very little impact. But me just live streaming, that's going to have a big impact because I'm getting better. I have more experience. I'm being consistent with it. I'm getting better talking. I'm more organized, and I know better how to present with things. So this is, what was this, episode 11? Yeah, so it's 11 episodes. So happy got past 10. Already in the 90% or top 10% of podcasts is we got past episode 3. And 2 weeks from now, we'll be going, 3 weeks from now, we'll be top 1. And I'll be happy. With not many views. We're getting a couple, so it's not like no one. So I'm happy. Like, I know the Canva stream got a few rewatches, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, eventually we'll be going up. In the short term, it's going to be consistent with it, and this kind of stuff will happen. Like right now with Viva Cloud, this junk happens. We're not going to be the best, but sometimes you just gotta deal with it when you get a VLAN dank. The software's VLAN danking you. I know that means thank you. You just gotta keep enduring. So don't know what else we're gonna do. Yeah. So that's kind of the very underdramatic or disappointing end to the InDesign alts. We won't be doing this stuff again. I'm definitely not going to be doing Scribus. Certainly not. The only thing I'd be doing with Scribus is deleting it off my computer. Maybe we'll show that. Yeah, we'll do that. Share screen. Share. Yeah, here we go. Scribus. Open up file location. We'll be getting this garbage out of here soon enough. Uninstall. Delete. Goodbye, Scribus. I think that's it. It's gone, but it's still here. Oh, well, eventually will disappear. Okay, that's about it. I'll go for one more minute because we hit the 20-minute mark. Because that's my goal, to get at least 20 minutes or 21 minutes per episode because of the practice. So I'm not going to just end early. So great workshop. We did a lot of work. Oh man. Yeah, we're getting better. I don't know what we got tomorrow or the rest of the week with the Illustrator stuff. I'll have to look at that. But you see soon enough tomorrow with the thumbnail. I love making the thumbnails. They're so quick, and yeah, I like making thumbnails. uh, yeah, I think that's about it. So thank you, dudes, for watching. Hope you got some value out of this. And yeah, just a reminder, follow me at Mike Hart Brand. We're really building up on Instagram. 20 followers already after 1 week. So that's pretty good. Soon to surpass my real Instagram, my personal life Instagram. So yeah, thank you, dudes, for watching. And I'll catch you guys next time. Later.